because one single energetic being having a human experience went within to do the evolutionary work of themselves. That's me. To answer the objective of my soul, to treat myself like the spirit in human form that I am, to heal my shit, to elevate the lens from which I was seeing the world, to embody different behaviors and actively evolve to become who I was capable of becoming. Your ripple effect is real. Who you be and who you become in this lifetime is your contribution, and we need it. Welcome to the School of Becoming podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Litt. It took me 38 years to hear my soul and 2 years to answer its call. For 2 years, I sat paralyzed by fear. I didn't know it was fear back then. I was the VP of HR at a healthcare company that specialized in elder care. I kept telling myself the lie that at least I'm indirectly helping the elderly. That's meaningful, right? Oh, the lies and the bullshit we tell ourselves to stay small, to stay safe, to stay familiar. The call was clear. The pull was strong. I was meant for more. I was built to make massive impact on our world, and I needed to get out to do it. With each passing day, my soul screaming louder and louder. And at this point, I had already researched and identified the coaching school that would start my journey. And that admissions director, oh, sweet soul, patiently supported me as I vacillated. On Monday, I was in, I'm doing this. Yes, going back to school as an adult learner to become a coach to change the world. And on Tuesday, who the fuck do I think I am? And I sit back down. Wednesday, I'm doing this. I tell a friend, I tell my sister. Thursday, what if you suck? Everyone's going to judge you. I sit back down and do nothing. Friday, I can do it. This is my calling. Let's go. Saturday, but all is well. There's nothing wrong with my job or my life. Stay with the security. Whew, that gas and brake. Oh, my mind, your mind, the mind. I played that gas and brake game for 2 years, in and out and in and out. And then finally, one night, sitting on a balcony on the beach, listening to the waves crash in and go back out, under the dark night sky, I heard her. You can't die like this. You're the vessel. The world needs you. It was crystal clear and it sang through my body. And in that moment, enough was enough. I am here to play full out. And I immediately emailed that incredible admissions director and enrolled in coaching school. Manifested a layoff from that VP job about 4 months later and launched the Litt Factor. That was 2017. I was scared of my own power. It makes me emotional to even talk about it. You're scared of your power. That's what's going on here. That's that we've cracked the code. That's the only thing that's going on here. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. You're afraid of how great it can get. You're afraid of who you are actually capable of becoming. And that fear is biologically appropriate. After the 2 years of doing nothing experience, I vowed to help women everywhere dramatically shift their relationship with fear. And doing that is one of the core elements of what we do. More on that in future conversations. The Litt Factor was a magical endeavor. Over space and time, I created our proprietary neuroidentity evolution methodology known as MindMagic. It cracked the code, the consciousness code, the identity evolution code, the resonance code. Thousands of women coming through the work, transformed, coming in and saying things like, I've been doing personal growth work forever. What the fuck was that? I can't think like my old self if I tried. Oh my God, I'm finally reconnected to my body. So then based on the insane efficacy of the work, we then expanded and offered a world-class certification, certifying others in becoming neuroidentity evolution practitioners. Now, here's the biggest wow. The clients of our certified practitioners were getting the same sustainable transformation and unparalleled results that we were directly serving it, which then proved it's not me. It wasn't me. It's the method that I created. It works 100% of the time. Now, to have that kind of impenetrable proof in something as complex as human and spiritual development is a big fucking deal. This affirmed that we can actually change the world with this. The ripple effects we have observed and measured are astounding. Children getting calmer and more confident, marriages reigniting, the emergence of personal truth and unwavering self-trust, women possessing unshakable conviction and belief in themselves and generating million-dollar companies as a result, Fortune 500's culture shifting like fucking magic. It's not magic, it's science. All of this, lean in. Because one single energetic being having a human experience went within to do the evolutionary work of themselves. That's me. To answer the objective of my soul, to treat myself like the spirit in human form that I am, to heal my shit, to elevate the lens from which I was seeing the world, to embody different behaviors and actively evolve to become who I was capable of becoming. Your ripple effect is real. Who you be and who you become in this lifetime is your contribution, and we need it. So then we naturally start wondering, how do we help more people? How do we reach more people? We've mastered the becoming process. We have proven hand over fist that this methodology works and is here to help make a massive, massive dent in this world. At this point, I'm continuously evolving as a highly conscious woman. I am becoming more and more known as a leader in this space. And it occurs to me that we need to actively teach and deliver new ways of thinking, create places that pull back the veil where we can play with possibility, subscribe to new paradigms. We need new schools of thought. Now, let's take it back to Tracy, 6 years old. When I was a little girl, all I wanted to be was a teacher. It was my dream, my lifelong dream. And my loving parents built a classroom in the basement of our house in New Jersey. We're talking like, okay, this is back in the day. So chalkboard, chalk, erasers. My parents were both educators. So I had the grade books, like the old school kind. And I would write in all the names of the kids in my actual classroom. And I would line up all my dolls and stuffed animals around the classroom, and I would play in class. And the funniest thing about it is my best friend Robin that lived down the street, she would come and knock on the door and ask me for a play date. And I would say to her, no, I'm sorry, I can't play with you. I'm in class. Okay. So that's how embodied I was as a teacher. So with all that, I'm now sitting with this really interesting awareness. We have a proven proprietary methodology that works 100% of the time. We've mastered the science of the becoming process. As a leader, I'm evolving and noticing the need for new places where we pull back the veil, right? New schools of thought. The dream, the big, big dream I've had my whole life of teaching. And when I had that awareness, it was like a moment of lightning bolt, crystal clarity came right down through my crown into my heart. And it sounded like, marry it all together, Tracy. And just like that, the School of Becoming was born. The Litt factor elevated into a holding company, and we became the School of Becoming, an institution of consciousness and intentional evolution where visionary women just like you evolve their identity to create new realities. Everything we teach is underpinned by this scientific truth. You are a spiritual, energetic being having a human experience. Everything we teach is based in practical application and embodiment of that scientific truth. Ladies, the time of talking shit is over. You need to walk the walk. You do not get to post a graphic that your thoughts become things and then not think about what you're thinking about. You can't smash the patriarchy on a Monday and then people please on a Tuesday. It's incongruent, it's out of integrity, and it's bullshit. You cannot smack hacks and tools on top of your current identity and expect new fabulous manifestations and new results. You have to become different. You have to become different. That's what evolution is. That's what transformation is. That's what becoming is. It's both the unbecoming and the becoming. It's making the unfamiliar familiar and the familiar unfamiliar. You are the common denominator. You are the generator. You are the root cause of every effect. You are the solution that you keep so desperately looking outside of you to find. We know so much more than our ancestors ever did. And the advancements of human potential in the sciences, in spirituality, in habit change, in embodiment, in the undeniable magnetism of the heart, in dimensions of consciousness. There are so many lies that we've been subscribing to, and there is so much new truth to be shared. I am talking about lies like women struggle with confidence and leadership. Your happiness depends on everything outside of you going your way. You have to work yourself to the brink of burnout to succeed. You have to earn your worth and prove yourself. Being emotional is weak, and feeling your feelings is going to lower your vibration. Self-criticism is the path to improvement. I'm talking about embracing your divine feminine power, resonating at a higher energetic frequency, disrupting centuries of harmful intergenerational patterns to liberate not only yourself, but your families, your clients, and your community. I have 3 daughters. I feel this deeply. I want a new world for them. It's up to us to embody new paradigms because that is what's part and parcel of elevating our level of consciousness. You already know what got you here won't get you there. But here's a word of caution. These old, outdated paradigms that we're dismantling together often masquerade as the way to reach joy and success you desire. But in reality, all they do is inhibit your ability to embrace the inherent truth of your wholeness, joy, and success that is your divine right. Now, if you're listening, I know this is not your first rodeo. You listen to Brene, Super Soul Sunday is your jam, and Abraham Hicks hits all the right spots. You've created success in your life. You want more, but you don't want it to feel like shit. You don't want it to be somebody else's definition of success. You're done with overachievement, proving yourself. You want ease, trust, conviction, presence, and satiation in every area of life, and you damn well deserve it. You work on yourself. Maybe you meditate. You keep a gratitude journal. You've done your fair share of mindset work, and I know you love a good retreat. And yay, you. Because investing time, energy, and money in the asset that is you will always deliver the largest ROI of anything else you invest in, period, no gray, always. Now, with everything you've done and invested in, maybe you're a little bit curious about where you are on this growth and ascension journey. Where are you emotionally? Where are you in levels of consciousness? Enter the Ascension Assessment. This is your first step and my first invitation to you inside the school. The assessment is free. It is super fun. 11 questions that show you exactly where you are on your growth journey. Do you remember the mall? Like, I know that sounds ridiculous because when was the last time you go to the mall? You go to Amazon, but just remember the mall for a minute. And do you remember when we go to the mall and you would go to the directories? And on the mall directory would have that big stamp that says you are here. Well, that's how we built out a part of the results inside of the Ascension Assessment. We have something called the Ascension Spectrum, and you will see you are here, and you will start to become aware of where you are in your becoming journey and what the gap is to get to that next level. I want to be clear about something regarding this assessment. This is not a result where you are getting a label. Most assessments, in actual fact, deepen limitation. In my previous experience as a VP of HR, I was trained in all the things: predictive index, Myers-Briggs, DISC, and they all limit you. They all give additional labels. Remember, our premise is who you've been is zero indication of who you're capable of becoming. You are plastic. Everything is available for healing, change, elevation, rewiring, reprogramming, expansion, transformation. So the Ascension Assessment is fun and illuminating and shows you where you are on your growth and evolution journey. So you can celebrate the shit of how much you've grown, because I know you're not celebrating yourself enough. And I know we're going to have great conversations about that, and shows you where your opportunity for more growth and evolution is. And after you take this super fun assessment, you get curated resources inside our digital library in the school. I send you a read, a watch, and a listen that meets you exactly where you are so you can start to evolve immediately. I know it is so fun. Growth is so fun. Healing is so fun. Ascending is so fun. That's one of the many things that I am going to pour into you is we don't do a growth and evolution journey from a heavy place. We don't do it from the third dimension of consciousness. I'm going to teach you all about that. Not right now, but here's what I'll say. One of the things that goes wrong in human growth and potential is there's this idea that there's a problem and it needs to be fixed, that you're broken somehow, right? You're working on yourself in an attempt to fix something. And what that does is it actually blocks your ability to come from a higher level of consciousness into a state of pure creation. You are a creator. You are inherently whole and worthy. That is the indisputable truth about you, because you are a spiritual, energetic being having a human experience. So it is time to come within, to say, yes, I am going to evolve my identity, because I will never outperform my current identity, because I understand that my purpose, your purpose does not live outside of you on a mountain somewhere that you need to go find it. Your purpose as a spiritual, energetic being having a human experience is to come within and do the most incredible, worthwhile work of your life. So you can head over to theschoolofbecoming.com, and right at the top of the navigation bar, you will see Take the Assessment, or you could head over to the show notes and click the link. But enjoy that assessment. And until next time, remember, there's always more love.